Hey everyone, Kyle here. Just to give everyone a heads up heading into this week's episodes of Pajodquest, we had a lot of technical difficulties during the stream. There was a gigantic lightning storm in Alberta, so we had different issues at different times with Ryan, Shane, and Dane. We also had Chris's usual computer droppages hitting us, as well as difficulties different times with Discord itself and with Roll20 off and on. So there's going to be a lot of random cuts and some jank. We cut parts of it that made sense, but we had to keep some of it for plot. So I do hope you bear with us through the technical difficulties. And when you notice things like Chris's portrait disappearing all the time from Roll20, there wasn't much that we could do. But with that being said, I think that you'll still enjoy the week's episodes. First one might be a little bit rough because it happened a lot in the first one, but heading in, I think that you'll enjoy where things go. What plot twists are coming your way. Anyways, thanks a lot, everyone. Enjoy the video.
A dead eye, like a dead look, comes over her face, and
that was what I was going for. Okay.
Her eyes lose their lucidity, and she just like flops into the chair, like that. She just happened to be a chair there. I'll just say.
So the obscene thought I want her to have, Dane, is that the body she saw of Vampiro, she thinks that was actually her. And then it's her face completely, because Vampiro can change identity. So she saw herself as Vampiro, and yeah, that's what we're going for.
All right, so you guys have about a minute or so before she'll wake up. I'm just going to say about that long. So do you have anything you want to do before she wakes up?
Yeah, Vampiro's like awake now, right? Like he's like conscious again?
Yeah, he's all good, conscious, everything.
And after he does that, I'm gonna go start a rest, because I'm like Brutalitops is just not feeling it right now.
We should rest Africa, because I can do a thing to make you heal more when you rest.
Also, let's not forget there's also something coming that's gonna allow us to rest.
Yeah, well, I guess we don't know that we can do that yet. So I'm actually.
I know we don't, but I'm just kind of.
No, you're right. What I'm getting at is I'm gonna
metagaming.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so
I mean, like, because you said that, Chris, I'm gonna remember that I shouldn't know that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to take a short rest, because I think that's all I have time for.
Okay.
I don't think you should want to do that right now. I think.
What should we do with the lady? We have a minute here.
Yeah, so that's. Okay.
I don't know.
Guys,
we can kill her.
No.
I got a rapier.
No.
She's our friend. She's reduced by 7,000 gold pieces.
Did you not say she was just about to end Vampiro's existence?
No.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody said
More
that.
Importantly, I'm sorry, it does matter. It does matter.
Well, I saw her. Hey, how much magic do you know, Brutalitops, stupid Minotaur?
Okay. Here's my suggestion.
Read
we
a
have
book.
Two choices. We can either like make her aware of what happened when she wakes up, or we can drag her out into the street and prop her up somewhere where she's far away from where we are. As long as we
in the field or something with a scarecrow. Yeah, I like your strategy.
Either way, I need to change. I need to change costumes regardless here.
Yeah, we can do.
Okay,
that.
wait.
Do the chloroform
you need
thing.
to change into what if he changes into a farmer?
Why are you doing chloroform?
And then
Why are you so obsessed with chloroform?
Chloroform? And I'm the creepy one. He says.
Farmer.
I don't know.
Dating tips through Brutalitops. Make sure you have a lot of chloroform.
All right. So whose character's acting and whose character is observing?
All right. What should we do?
Can you say that?
Give a minute. This is an episode of The Office Fantasy Edition. Yes, it is.
Whose character is acting and whose character is observing?
Okay. What if we have Vampiro change it into a disguise of a local, like a farmer or a peasant, and then we bring her outside, like Valor suggested.
Okay, I'm gonna pick
and then she thinks a peasant is just picking her up and say, "Oh, you fainted in the street or something," and then she won't have any idea, and then we're good.
Okay, so then
be a police officer.
I'm a cop.
Remember that she has the ability to see people as they are. Don't forget that.
Yeah, Dane, I'm going to pick her up and start carrying her towards wherever the hospital is. Preferably
hospital.
Well, whatever the healer would be.
Yeah, the medic.
So the nurse in the street?
Nope, not going to go to the nurse in the street. Because I know she's going to wake up soon, but I want her to think that I just want to get her away from the house, and this is a good alibi,
okay.
Right? Oh, you fainted. I was worried about you, so I'm taking you to the healer's place. She doesn't know there's a nurse in the street.
You should tell her she saw a dead body that she thought was herself.
Not going to say that at all.
Yes, because then she won't think about Vampiro. If she knows Vampiro is undead, I don't think you get this. People don't deal with undead people. Vampiro is a party member that people want to kill. That is always going to be the case.
But she thinks she went insane. She fainted. Basically, it's really easy. Okay,
so
I'm coming with you, Brutalitops. I'm coming with you, and I'm bringing tea. I'm bringing a tea kettle and some teacups.
Yeah.
You'll give her healing with your tea.
Yeah. Okay.
Valor and Brutalitops take Alyssa.
Good luck, gentlemen, as they leave.
Out of the mansion, or manor, let's just say, into the street. It's not too long before she groans and sort of starts moving. And goes, where am I? What?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna obviously stop and set her down and be like, Alyssa, are you all right? Yeah, I'm assuming that we got far enough away that she wouldn't be able to see things.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Can you move?
Oh.
Can you speak? How many fingers
Yeah.
am I holding up? Yeah.
Yeah, she says I feel as if 1,000 ants are crawling around in my skull. She's moving and she's trying to get off your shoulder at this
Okay.
point.
Well, when she started waking, like I set her down.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
so when the eyes went in the back of her head, did she fall over? Like she actually like kind of slumped or something?
Yes.
That happen? Okay.
Yeah, she slumped and fell into a chair.
Oh my goodness, we were talking to you, and then you fell over into a chair, and I was so worried for your health. I am so glad to see you're okay. I pour her a little cup out of my tea thermos, and I offer it to her. And would you care for us to like help you back to your house?
Shit, it's persuasion. I just realized that in the grand scheme of how our party works, Valor is basically Littlefinger. Because he seems like he's all diplomatic and helpful, but he's actually working with a bunch of horrible people.
Yeah,
So she is-
we're not.
1 second, sorry. What's that?
True.
She is
Speaking of
fairly
chloroform?
vulnerable to
Yeah, no, that's
being
what I thought too.
chatted up.
No, we're not talking about raping women as much as some people would. Yeah.
Would
Katie
So
just
she's
heard me talking about chloroform, and she's like, "Are you talking about raping women?"
That's all Kyle. Kyle's the chloroform
First of all,
master.
it wasn't for rape. It was for.
You just like to... So you just hope people trust you when you say, I'm going to knock you unconscious. And I mean, I could do anything to you. You don't know, but...
Okay.
See, the worst part is, Ryan, right after
Anyways.
that, you said rapier, and that was... It didn't help the situation.
That was my weapon. I didn't even know. Just
Oh,
She's
named
she's-
Rusty. I'm going to call her...
Yep. Just say Rusty from now on.
She is fairly vulnerable to being persuaded, I guess, right now, because she just basically experienced a bout of madness. So she says that she wouldn't mind being escorted back to the Obsidian Tower. That's like the House Medani base, essentially, right? So,
So
you
I'll
guys
give her-
can
I'll-
do that.
I'll walk her back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So during this time, you guys get another sort of look at the city. But I'll just sort of abstract it that she doesn't seem to recall the events that happened like just before she was basically injected with this madness.
We win.
The one is really affecting this outcome, by the way. If it wasn't the one, it wouldn't be this extreme.
Where is
Indeed.
the Obsidian Tower in relation to Gin Manor, by the way?
Right here.
Oh,
Did
we have
I-
to go like a little ways? No, I can see it now. Just that one kind of blurred
Yeah.
when I was looking.
It's going to be a while. So as this is happening, Quadri and Vampiro, you'll be in the house on your own. So I don't know if you guys want to do anything while you're on your own, but feel free
I'm going
to
to put my feet up. I've been out shopping. I'm just going to...
All right.
Yeah, you had a really
It's been a hard day.
Yeah, it's been a tough one.
Yourself.
Hey, you took the lady and ran. I mean, I normally default
You were-
you to these heroic actions, so I just let you to it.
When
It's always been the case.
We were out shopping. We had to burn a noodle stand down and fight killer wasps. They tried to.
Was his noodles any good? That's the real question.
No.
They were shit?
He had a bug problem.
Damn.
Oh, man. Not
Yeah.
good
So
noodles?
architecture in most advanced upper cities is quite impressive. So the Obsidian Tower is quite tall, quite impressive. And as you reach the entrance, she turns to you and says, I have to. So basically says, I have to go to my superiors and report what happened immediately. They'll want to check me out, likely at the hands of a House Galanda priestess. So essentially, she's saying she needs to report what happened and the arrangement that you guys made, and they'll need to check her out, essentially, see if anything happened to her.
Nothing weird, that's for sure.
No.
Yeah, they won't find anything. Don't worry about it.
Cool.
Okay.
That's good enough for me. We'll see you later. When we head back to Git Manor.
Okay.
I bow and I wish Alyssa a fantastic day
Konnichiwa.
Yes.
because I'm a noble after all.
So she even though this was actually like a hostile action, at this very point, she's actually probably increased. Her liking of you would have increased a little for your help. So I would normally say, "What the fuck were you thinking, Ryan?" But in this case, it turned out for the best.
Hey, well, I thought she was actually going to do something horrible. So, Mr. Chris there. So, vampire.
Well, it would make sense that Quadri would actually not know because you weren't here and you didn't know what she had to say, really, right? And you're coming in on someone accusing Vampiro of being an undead. So in some ways, it'd make sense that Quadri would be suspicious and perhaps.
And I recently prayed to an undead god similar to Vampiro, and we have a similar connection to that. So I just want our dark shit to be kept secret.
Oops, that wasn't Alyssa's role. That was mine, and doesn't matter because nothing bad happened anyway. Right. So
I can't take
you guys make it back.
I was like, I need to heal.
Yeah, I'm assuming by the time we make it back, the round trip would have been enough time for that message to come.
Indeed. So by the time you return, you find that either Quadri or Vampiro would have received a missive, or so it would have dropped through the door. The mail carrier is much faster than you, and it essentially states that. You can. The meeting has been rescheduled due to the unfortunate state of health of Alyssa Medani for tomorrow, like in the morning. Let's say we're just going to abstract the morning, night, and evening, and stuff like that. So you guys have all day. For Quadri, I'll just describe the manor very, very briefly. There are lots and lots of rooms. We sort of divvied up the bedrooms last time, so so these rooms can be.
You get the shitty bedroom because.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't care. I'm tiny.
These rooms are in need of a lot of work. If you guys want to make the stronghold into something that will improve your, reputation and not cause a lot of fines and things like that, you can do so over time. Valor took the master bedchamber, and Bertelatop's the yellow, and Quadri, you have the downstairs one. So they all have their own sort of traits. If you sleep and rest in these as they are, you're not going to be as benefited, I guess, as you would normally. And I'll detail that in a little bit.
Okay, so I have an idea on how to deal with these problems. We can take the cats out of the yellow bedchamber and put them in the master bedchamber.
I agree.
That's a good idea.
Yep, Valor agrees with this. That's some good old-fashioned elbow grease, if I ever heard of it.
It's like
Vampiro can get rid of all his stuff by just setting it on fire. So, got all that garbage in his room. We'll just set that on
fire. Okay, there's a
God damn it!
on fire. He doesn't sleep anyway. He can literally just do whatever.
That's true. He can stand like Dracula.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Sorry, I just want to point out, if you look at the picture of the manor, does any of that look like it's made out of stone to you?
No.
It is very, very flammable wood.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
So also, Brutalitops, on one of our shared goals, we could start hiring people to build. We're going to have to probably house them here if we want to do that, right?
Yeah,
I guess.
Speaking of hirelings, you are also missing a particular hiring that you thought you had recruited earlier, by the name of Pinkman the Orc, who is nowhere to be found currently in the manor.
Find Pinkman.
Yeah, I'm sharing that goal with you.
Uh-oh. Well, I'll probably come along for this just for supervision.
Okay, well, we're not doing it right now.
You're going to supervise us.
Yes. Right.
Of course.
Are you kidding me?
That needs to happen.
So, Dane, can I take the cats out of the yellow bedchamber, just throw them into the master bedchamber?
Yes, so there is in fact a litter of kittens and a cat in your bedchamber.
Aww.
So you can literally pick them up and move them into the ratty bedchamber, and perhaps with time the matter will take care of itself. However, that also leaves the bedchamber with another problem, which is that it contains a rather copious amount of cat urine. So
Shane, don't you have like a self-cleaning towel or some shit?
Oh man, I've got all this shit. We're gonna get this place spick and span in no time flat. I'm telling you right now, we are.
He brought the Swiffer sweeper.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, I put on the belt of lions, and before we move the cats over, I talk to them and say hi. And I also tell them that we are happy to keep them around. However, we're going to have to change their living situation a little bit, and we'd appreciate it if they can capture some rats for us to like earn their keep. And if so, we will give them their own room in which they can freely frolic and reproduce as desired.
Just to remind everyone, with the Belt of Lions, Valor can talk to cats and felines of any sort, including tigers if he meets them. So yeah, literally you have a conversation with these cats and they agree. They're like, well, this is odd. However,
odd situation here.
I am a mother of kittens, and I will take you up on your offer. Please, lead me to the area with plenty of food. So you have negotiated a contract with these cats, and they shall be your hirelings forever after.
Valor is the cat man.
I have nothing to say. I have nothing to add.
This will take a little time, obviously, but for now, yes, they will get rid of your rat problem in Valor's room.
No,
Yellow bedchamber, pissed on.
Yeah, so where's the piss? Is this just like, can I just fix this by washing the sheets, or like, is this going to take a little work?
It would take a consistent amount of work. Now, how I originally imagined this is, yes, you guys could do this yourself, but you could also spend money on services. So if you wanted to clean a room or have like a full renovation or something like that, you could set aside a bunch of money to improve the space. So if you wanted to clean it yourself, however, that would be totally fine. The Everclean towel is a viable means of doing that in a lot of these cases. It would just basically mean me saying, you spend 4 hours cleaning.
Yeah, Quadri will use prestidigitation. I can pronounce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll snap his fingers and make a bunch of cleaning magic clean all for him. That'll happen. His room will just get cleaned by his magic.
The
soil.
You've got a bug problem.
Yeah,
I can clean or unsoil anything, Cal. So if there's bugs,
indeed. So the bugs remain. However, the soil is quickly disposed of with your prestidigitation magic. The bugs are bed bugs.
We gotta wash them.
Just get a new mattress, man.
Yeah, we'll get a new mattress. I throw the mattress out.
Sure.
Out the back.
I
throw it into our scrap fire pile so that Vampiro has enough to be experimenting with to keep him happy.
Yeah.
You throw okay, I'll put that in the gardens. The gardens are now overgrown and mattressy.
I mean, well, we got to give him something to set on fire, right? Because that is his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my own room's not filled with garbage already.
Well, you can throw that outside and we can start burning, man.
Yeah,
well, that was the plan.
We should build like a stone place for him to be able to fire.
Yeah. All right. So just real quick, I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna spend like the 4 hours or whatever cleaning the piss, and then I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick though, so you guys do your jams.
So yeah, I'm assuming.
Well, Pinkman we're looking for at some point. I put
Brutalitops is desperate for rest. So I'm assuming
get a Pinkman.
If you guys go and get him or pursue that, it might be after Brutalitops has had a chance to rest.
Yeah, the idea would be that.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
so I don't need a rest, but I'm
actually, whilst things are happening, I would like to inquire as to how much I can hire a random rogue citizen for in order to use the Everclean towel to clean the house. Maybe a couple, maybe 2 or 3 people.
Okay, so the basic wage for most hirelings is going to be 1 GP per day.
To walk around with a towel, they're going to charge me 1 gold point a day.
That is the base price. So if you're going to go haggle and use your abilities, you can do that with hirelings. So if you're going to spend the time to go into town and hire somebody, we can definitely have you roll and see what you can come up with.
Does anyone else feel like making a deal today?
Making a deal?
Yeah.
What kind of deal is you making?
I'm making a deal where someone else cleans up our messes for us.
I mean, I have magic, so...
So then why don't you clean up this mess?
Fine.
I'll even give you the Everclean towel to use while you're...
Listen, it's a cantrip, so I could do it 1,000,000 times. It just takes hours. So while Brutalitops is sleeping, magic will clean the manor. Like an episode of, or not an
Well-
episode, like in Beauty and the Beast.
We should give Quadric some credit. He's taking it into his own hands. He's not resisting. He's just saying, all right, fuck it. And you'll do it live.
I'll use it. I'll use it.
All right,
man.
so
Yeah, I I ask if Quadri would like some tea.
Sure. We'll role play this. I'm gonna go get some tea. I'll be right back.
Apologize for my absence.
no worries.
Unacceptable. So basically, Quadri has gone ahead and pulled a Disney, and now he's got like the birds flitting about, cleaning everything up, except the birds are made of magic. And the towel is the Everclean towel.
So Ryan's like literally a character out of Cinderella.
Yes.
Okay. So I do the cleaning and then sleeping. Ryan's doing that. Chris, what are you doing? I'm assuming you'll do something with your bed chamber.
I'll just take the garbage out and burn it.
All right. Soon enough, there's a garbage and mattress pile fire in the backyard, sending large gouts of black smoke into the atmosphere. It's
we're
enough to,
hillbillies.
We don't care about pollution.
so I'll note that down for the neighbors to complain about later. All right. So obviously,
care of Big Benny already.
you're taking care of business. So let's see. It was about. I'm
gonna go to sleep after I get Philippe some Quadri some tea. I go to bed.
How about we fast forward to the next morning?
Sure. Okay.
Everybody's
so everyone gets all their
rested.
jams back.
Yeah. So I'll just wait till Ryan comes here.
This music is perfect for Ryan slowly sneaking into his room.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the town of Alexandria.
All right, Ryan. I'm just waiting for you. We just fast forwarded to the next morning. The house has been relatively clean.
Did
but it's
everyone heal?
Yeah.
It's still in
Cal,
disrepair.
are you full?
Everyone's healed.
Okay, sorry.
I
I
think
have
got
a
all
thing.
your-
You could have rolled an extra d6. I didn't know if you were full. That's all. Making sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
During a
actually,
short rest,
I-
it's useful.
I didn't even do a dice roll. Sorry, I should do that. Long rest.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
You don't need to do it during a long rest. A long rest, you recover fully.
Oh yeah,
short
so
rest-
during short rest that
short
this
rest,
matters, Cal. Sorry,
yeah.
we didn't know if we were doing long or short.
No worries.
definitely
So yeah, you gain back all your spell slots, everything, your health, you're long rested. Your wounds heal up because in D&D there's flesh regeneration. And it is the next morning, so you guys have a choice to make. You have an appointment about, let's say you wake up pretty early, so let's say 7 a.m. You have an appointment in 3 hours to be at the Obsidian Tower, or you could in the meantime go search for Pinkman or see what you can find, or you could go right to the tower and just be like waiting for the appointment to happen
How long
and
does it
make
take
sure
you
you're
to
on
get to
time.
The tower.
It would take you about an hour to travel across the city to reach the tower.
Sir Quadri suggests everyone give some input. So we'll start with Valor. Valor, what do you think we should do today? We do have an appointment at the Obsidian Order, but this Pinkman, nobody stands up us. And I know Brutalitops definitely has some thoughts on that. But Valor, what do you think?
I'm a bit concerned that in a city this size that we may have difficulty finding him and making it to our appointment on time. And seeing as this appointment can get us to lose 7,000 gold off of August's debt, I feel like that is worth more than what one drunk orc can get us. Also, if we happen to cross a market, I think we should get some hirelings in here because I am starting to cough a little bit from all the mold that is all over the house, and I think we should get someone to deal with that.
Didn't I clean it?
Can you clean
not all
mold?
the house. You cleaned your room.
Oh, okay.
But the dude looked.
No, when you were gone, Kyle, I used because that's
He
just a
did the
cat.
entire house over the
house.
course of a long time.
So there shouldn't
So
be no
there's-
more mold. That was
so
happening
there's-
all night.
So all of those things, like the sitting room and whatnot, they're no longer those things.
I will have to change them. So there are
Okay.
still some places that are in disrepair, and there's like rotting boards and stuff that he couldn't have affected, and infestations. But if there's any soil, which means molds, rusts, dirt,
Dust.
those are all dusts. those are all been taken care of. So the air quality is quite a bit nicer right now. You could still get hirelings, but it would be like to repair stuff.
We need some laborers.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. I don't do manual labor, so I will pay people to do it instead.
Okay.
And I reckon that Pogus will appreciate it. So let us do this.
Brutalitops, where do you land?
Well, I think that we could probably, like, we should head over there, but there's a few steps we can take to look for Pinkman along the way. One, we could ask Pogus if he's seen him, and two, we know that he's an alcoholic, so every time we pass a pub, we can just, stop in and see if he's there, because we know that that's probably where he's at.
Indeed.
It's true. If I've known anything about alcoholics, they like their booze.
That's true. Vampiro,
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm with you. I'm the same opinion.
Okay. So we'll go and ask Pogus real quick. Be like, hey, when Valor came back with Baggy, did you see an orc? We sent an orc back to.
Pogus is absolutely like devastated. So gargoyles don't have to sleep. So he's been up like all of this time, just like crouching down a little. All right. So as I was saying, Pogus is completely like down right now. He spent most of the night sort of curled up in a little ball, reading his arcane texts, and he is indulging in the one thing that he had found basically made him exceedingly happy when he had finally was brave enough after his master died to go into town, and that his indulgence in sweets. So he's basically just like taking gobs of like caramel and other sweets and just like shoving them in his face. He can't, doesn't actually do anything for his like staying alive status, but he finds it quite addictive. And he kind of looks over up at you abashedly and tries his best to answer your questions. So he basically tells you that, yes, someone did arrive. He thought at first that it was one of you returning, but he could sense, like obviously he has pretty good divining abilities. He could sense that it was a stranger. So he rose from the cellar and confronted this particular individual. Valor was not with him. Only Baggy was at this person's side, and Baggy was obviously another foreign agent, I guess. But I believe the party had informed Pogus about Baggy.
We also told him about what's his face, about Pinkman.
Yes, that is true. So Pogus began to speak to Pinkman. However, Pinkman was appalled. Remember that some of this stuff happened because of cards, so I have to change reality a little. Pinkman has some sort of a racist prejudice against gargoyles. To him, gargoyles are evil. They sit on like cursed towers, and they have no place in civilized society. And there's probably people that agree with him. So Pinkman gave Pogus a bunch of nasty insults, turned around and left into the city, saying that he'd find the deepest pub to crawl into because he's had such a shitty year.
Excellent. Well, Pinkman has to die now. I think that we can all that's a pretty fair, reasonable assumption, right?
Sorry, why? Because he's racist?
Yeah, fuck that guy. He said a shitty thing about our friend.
Pinkman the orc is typing. Oh no, it's a blind side.
My hands are not on.
Please like and subscribe while they look for me.
Dane,
Jesse Pinkman would like and subscribe.
That's not me. I'm serious. Other people can type for other characters if the permissions are right. So
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Pinkman the orc is in the room, telling everyone in Eberron to like and subscribe to Pajodquest Media.
So that's what Pogus has to say about that, and he goes back to stuffing his face with caramel.
Okay, this is getting goofy now. I can't. Yeah. Jarvis says the master is right. I don't know who posted that. We're lost in a sea of who's who, Dane.
So
you have some intel. It appears he's off to a quote unquote deep tavern.
All right. Well,
before we do anything, I'm going to turn to Brutalitops, and I'm going to say to him,
Just waiting.
Brutalitops, good sir, friend, compatriot, I implore you, that we give this Pinkman another chance. It sounds like he has had a very difficult go of it. It sounds as if he has had a tough life, and I feel that there is room for redemption. So, I ask you, will you join me on this route to help bring someone back from the brink?
He's trying to pursue. Oh, wow. Wow.
Do I roll against this, or what?
Okay, so player versus player. Persuasion is going to...
No, I'm going to plot twist. Sorry, Valor, you can't win. So the plot twist I'm playing reads, so how do I... There we go. Two allies are forced to part because they have such splitting differences. Brutalitops wants Pinkman dead. Valor does not.
So I guess I have to miss the meeting and go fuck up Pinkman? Is that what that means?
I'll join you.
There's been a fork in the road.
Are we splitting the party by force? Is that what's happening, Dane?
The two choices of equal.
I'll definitely.
That's how I'm using it. So
I'll join Brutalitops. We're the Bash Brothers after last episode.
Hey, Valor and I could go to the Obsidian Tower. You guys could go find Pinkman and.
I suppose I will interpret it that way. So Brutalitops has like this just deep burning rage. He wants to fucking kill Pinkman so hard that his, I don't know, expletive. So. And there's nothing Valor can do to convince him. I guess that card is what the card is. By the way, again, I'll just explain for everyone. An XP is one card, so if you ever want another one, anyway.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good use of the card, though, Ryan. Jesus.
So,
I thought maybe he might persuade you, so I was like, I don't think Brutalitops really wants to keep Pinkman alive.
Yeah, you might want to respond in some way, Brutalitops, to Valor then.
Yeah. Look, Valor, we've been friends for many years, and pretty much in general, I usually go along with what you say. But in this case, discretion is not the better part of valor.
Shit, the puns. The glasses are off. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.